Hi everyone, this is a very interesting day. We are here together because we would like to talk about tourism recovery and, of course, why innovation and sustainability has to be our new normal if we want a more resilient, innovative, inclusive, and, of course, sustainable tourism. So, when people ask me about my thoughts regarding tourism and COVID-19, I have to say that those challenges that we have faced in the past are the same after COVID-19. The thing is that, of course, those challenges have been accelerated thanks to the pandemic. Today, I have to say that we have five strong priorities, and if we work together on those five, we can gratefully and successfully change the tourism model into a more sustainable model. So the first, of course, challenge that we have today to recover tourism and to bounce it again is everything regarding sustainability. As you know, before the pandemic, the use of wastes, 40% of the wastes in the Mediterranean are made only in 1 month, that is August, that is the most important month regarding the summer season here in Europe. When we talk about over-tourism, that's another great challenge that we had in the past. Of course, today we don't have that challenge because we don't have tourism, that it's even worse. But if we want tourism back again, with the use of technology, we can build new platforms, dashboards, big data analysis, where we can use all those data to develop a more segmented marketing in order to avoid those crowds, those over-tourism facts, and of course, the way wastes are administrated during those peak seasons. So today, when we talk about sustainability, it's not only about the environment, it's about inclusion, it's about working with communities, it's about ethics, it's about, of course, using technology as a key driver for a better future, and of course, for a better tourism in the future. So today, if I were working in a private sector or in the public sector, of course, sustainability has to be in the core of everything that we do. But it's not only, as I already said, about the environment. When we talk about sustainability, at least we have to include 4 more points in order to have a 360 strategy, and of course an effective strategy on sustainability. As I already said, to use ethics on the way you're using data. Of course, to use technology to develop these dashboards and this analysis about where we have to mitigate the carbon emissions, for example. To use technology, of course, to develop more smart solutions in mobility. To, of course, include the communities, the most vulnerable groups that are beneficiaries of tourism, but of course they can be more beneficiaries if we include them in the whole chain of the tourism sector. And last but not least, of course, to include all of this with a certainty of bringing back or to give back to the society by creating new ways where either investors or corporates or tour operators, hotels, etc., can give back to the community and can help the most vulnerable groups here during these uncertain moments. Second of all, one of my main passions, digital tourism, have to be faced with a strong digital education. So as the world has become digital, creating digital platforms to help people to grow on their skills is crucial today. That's why we decided to create the UNWTO Tourism Online Academy. It's the first academy that believes on the power of scaling up education through digital platforms. So of course, more than ever, we need added value content. We need to empower those amazing keynotes, spokespersons that are on the webinars to bring that information into a funnel of content on digital platforms that can help people, of course, to add value through education, to be certified by the UNWTO or by a good university, but in a very easy way. And in that way, of course, to help people to gain skills on that way and to get educated for good, and to help them, of course, to improve on their careers in tourism. I don't know if you know, but only 50% of the people, the youth and the women that are working in tourism have secondary skills. So if we want a high level quality sector, we need to empower them and we need to give them the opportunities to develop different skills through digital education. Third of all, my job, innovation. So when we talk about innovation, it's not only about the use of technology, it's about changing our minds into a better understanding to create a better and a more efficient business model on what we do. Of course, technology is the fast driver if we want efficiency, but we have to still grow our tourism innovation ecosystem. Only 5% of the whole scale-ups in the world are specialized on tourism. So with that said, we have a lot of startups. That's amazing because we have been working a lot to help entrepreneurs to grow. But my aim and the UNWTO aim is, of course, to help the tourism innovation ecosystem to grow, to bring solutions to help innovators, academia, startups, companies, corporates, investors, institutions, to work together for a better tech-driven sector. How do we do this? Of course, we have launched a lot of startup competitions. The last SDGs startup competition that we run, we had more than 10,000 participants, and that's amazing from from more than 130 countries. The thing is that it's not only about participating on those challenges, it's about making things happen by helping the entrepreneurs to connect with governments in order to pilot some projects or to gain investments through investment networks or to pilot huge projects between startups and corporates in order to grow. Fourth, it's about investments. Green investments have to be part of our daily basis. Why? Because, of course, when we talk about investments, governance, environmental, and social impact investments are gaining a lot of track. So if we want, of course, a tourism recovered again, of course that we need a lot of aid, a lot of financial support. But why don't we think to, of course, give that support specialized on those businesses that are prioritizing green investments, community involvement, artificial intelligence in the way they are, or green technologies in the way they're rebuilding their models, or including green and environmental changes for waste management, and so on. And of course, that's why we have partnered with the IFC to create a framework of webinars on green investments, and of course to help different countries to access to those green investment funds in order to scale the way we can build better hotels, better amusement parks, better infrastructure, focused of course on technology and on the use of the value chain based on sustainability. And last but not least, I cannot forget the jobs, because of course we are a good employer. We are the best employer focused on women jobs and on youth jobs. We are the sector that employs the most number of youth and women. The thing is that, as I already said, 50% of those young persons that belongs to our sector, they don't have enough skills or enough opportunities to grow. So when we are talking today, of course, there's a strong challenge to preserve 100 million jobs that are under risk thanks to the pandemic. But in the other hand, what we have to help is to create as well added value jobs through the way we help people to gain skills and with the use of technology. Creating profiles as data scientists, including our corporations, data scientists, the big data analysts, artificial intelligence and machine learning specialists, among others. And of course, we can use, for example, new profiles as digital experts on digital events. That's really new. And as you know, events is one of the strongest subsectors of the tourism sector. So bringing those added value jobs are crucial today, not only because it's benefiting young people that are interested in coming into the sector and women, but on the other side, because we are helping to develop a more sustainable economic journey. So as I already said, we need to empower. So if I were either in the public or in the private sector working, of course, I will prioritize those 5 key segments in order to help on the tourism recovery. Remember pretty well, we have sustainability, digital education, green investments, innovation, and of course, jobs as everything that we do or that is needed to be done in order to create a better understanding and a more sustainable, innovative, and of course, inclusive tourism sector. As you know, the tourism sector is one of the most human economic sectors. And with that said, the responsibility is huge in order to bring those 5 points or facts into our daily basis in order to create a better understanding of what we want from tourism and of course on the way we are leading the tourism changes. So I wish you all the best, and of course I love this kind of journeys because it not only helps through technology to bring and to add value, but also I love to share my views to help on this process, and of course to be with you and to learn from you about the good things that are happening all around the world to recover this amazing sector. Thank you.